It's the Andy and Dave Daily. It's right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. What was that?
Yeah. What?
Don't be making crazy eyes at me.
No, I was getting the I just used the nasal spray, so I was getting a little double sniff.
Okay.
Getting
I thought maybe you were making crazy stink eyes at me this morning, like
no,
you were
not
threatening
at all,
me.
Man. No.
Because I'll come right through the screen.
Why would I threaten you? What's wrong? You seem a little cantankerous today.
No, I'm good. I'm good
well,
this morning, man.
You're on edge a little, like you're waiting to just
cool like a cucumber.
Okay.
And you were there just saying you're the one that was, doing a crazy eyes thing, and I was like, whoa.
And I explained it was the nasal spray that expired a month ago.
Yeah, see?
That's okay.
You were supposed to take that to the medication drop-off, but you didn't,
but I didn't, because there's still some left in it, because I don't use it that much.
Oh. You don't use it that much. It's the first thing you do every day when I see you.
No,
well, time to do the Andy thing. Let's get the nasal spray out.
Well, I need a little extra kick to get through this thing.
Okay, well, understood. So, what was I going to?
I don't know.
It happens every night, and you know what I should do? I should come down here and write down what I think that I want to tell you. Oh, I remember.
Okay.
I was watching a show last night about TV superheroes. And they were talking to like Adam West and Burt Ward and all the people who played superhero characters on
Batman,
TV.
Robin, yeah.
Yep. And they were talking to Lou Ferrigno.
Incredible Hulk.
And do you know that they really originally had the guy from Moonraker picked to play the Incredible Hulk?
Who I don't recall.
He's a big, tall, ugly-looking dude. But anyway, when they picked Lou Ferrigno to reshoot the Incredible Hulk, they were so far behind shooting the pilot that they picked Lou Ferrigno. He had to do 4 hours of makeup a day, and they were reshooting the pilot on a schedule of 16-hour-day shoots. And there was one scene in the pilot where the Hulk picked up a car and flipped it over because he was the Hulk and he was all pissed off or whatever. Yeah. Originally there was a cable on the car to help pull the car over and throw it down the hill.
Yeah.
The cable was broke. But Lou Ferrigno was so pissed off at the schedule of shooting and everything like that. It was 2:30 in the morning or something like that, and they're still trying to get this shoot in the pouring rain. He's wet, he's pissed off, and blah, blah, blah.
That's the
literally just picked the car up and threw it down the hill himself. That's how strong Lou Ferrigno was.
The interesting thing about Lou Ferrigno is not really tall, but they made him look like he was a lot taller than, because I think he was maybe 6 feet, 5'10", between 5'10" and 6 feet tall.
But he's taller than Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger's little. Schwarzenegger's like almost Tom Cruise height.
Yeah, they went after
maybe 5'9".
They went after Schwarzenegger first, but he was too short.
Yeah, I mean, I'd pat old Arnold on the head.
Yeah. So I was fascinated to find out that Lou Ferrigno actually just said to hell with it, and he picked the car up and just tipped it over down the hill himself.
It feels like a story I maybe have heard, but I'm probably misremembering that. But that doesn't shock me. That was one of the strongest deaf guys ever.
And I will say, too, that Linda Carter, Wonder Woman.
Yes.
The years have been very kind to Linda Carter.
They have been. Yes. She has aged very, very well. Did you like the new Wonder Woman? That was a great. I'm not a huge
movie
guy. The Wonder Woman movie was really good.
It was fantastic.
I thought it was a little better than Black Panther. I thought Black Panther was really good. I thought Wonder Woman was great.
It was great.
I thought it was
the other superhero movie that was really, really good was Thor Ragnarok.
I didn't see that one.
It was like a conglomeration of all the superheroes doing this Thor thing, and I took Colton to see that, and it was kind of on par with Flash Gordon back when we were kids. It was kind of campy and cheesy and intentionally, goofy, and it was good. I'm not a superhero movie guy either, really, but I like those two a lot. Wonder Woman was really good.
Wonder Woman was really good. And the woman, I forget the actress's name. She's an Israeli actress.
Gal Gadot or something like that.
Gadot.
Yeah.
Because she was in the Israeli army. So that was, she kind of, not saying she was actually a superhero, but she was kind of a superhero in real life. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. Anyway. All right, man. Enough superheroes. Let's get some news going.
All right, let's get into it. Asia stocks soared today due to optimism about a possible trade deal between the U.S. and China. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index jumped nearly 4%, while China's Shanghai Composite rose 2% in afternoon trading. I have no idea what any of that stuff means, but I guess it's good. The gain started after President Trump Trump talked up prospects on a possible deal with Beijing after speaking with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Trump said talks are moving along, quote, nicely. So I don't know. It's obviously it'd be a good thing if we can get a deal with China. Cautious optimism as always, but I also get the feeling this might be a little kind of tease because we're 4 days away from the midterms. It might be a little bit could be a little political gamesmanship. I'm not saying you're not going to get a deal with China. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to be that quick. And I don't think I look at everything when it involves whether you're talking Democrats or Republicans, whenever they say it's all got to be seen through a political lens. And you mentioned the robocalls you're getting now as we're hitting the home stretch of this thing. And it's fascinating. I just love the last few days before any election are always because there's that desperation. There's that what the hell are we going to do if we lose? What the hell are we going to do if we win? And the negative ads are I just find hysterical. Oh. I was talking with somebody here. It's like the way they are framed. It's like it's always the worst picture of the opposing candidate you would ever find, and it's all in black and white with that foreboding music. It's awesome. It is the best. I love that stuff. It is so
disgusted
much fun.
By the whole thing. I think I would have done good had I made it through, but I won't do it again. I'm not going to play in that group of people.
Yeah, I think here's what I think. I think if you see you were taking it seriously and you wanted to do things a certain way, and good for you. But at the end of the day, man, these negative campaigns work. No. They talk about things that what's the word you hear used? You heard it used with the latest Trump ad before the midterms that he like retweeted out. That they compared to the Willie Horton ad in 1988. It wasn't provocative. It wasn't. What was it?
I'll tell you.
But it was
and I want you to really stop
ad.
And think about this.
Go ahead.
If that's what works with the voting base, think about the people that you're appealing to.
I'm appealing that you're appealing to people who vote because negative campaigning works.
But the people that vote, if that's how they respond, is by answering to people throwing crap at each other. Nothing's going to change.
You know, in all honesty,
nothing's going to change. If that's the response, if that's how you elicit a response out of a group, the quote unquote voters,
they are the voters, and it works.
I'm sorry, it's just.
You know what the reality is?
It's terrible.
Andy, it works. It works on you, and it works on me. That's why they do it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work on me
because it does. It absolutely works on you. Negative campaigning does work on you, whether you know it or not, whether you think it does or not. It does.
Okay.
In a subconscious way, yes. There's no question it does. You got to give me a reason to not vote for the other guy, and they do it. And the people who do this do it very, very well. You can argue about the morality of it, and I understand that. I get that, and I can respect that. But at the end of the day, you're never getting that out of politics.
I'll tell you what,
because it works.
I'll tell you what. You know what it does to me, and I'll be more than honest with you.
Go ahead.
It tells me when I start to see the negativity and all that other kind of stuff. It tells me that no matter what that candidate told me up till this point, no matter what they promised, no matter what they said, no matter what they did, no matter how much I like them, a big part of them has no longer got any control over that part of of the message, and they're starting to get swallowed up by the party and the special interests that control the party. That's what the negativity tells me.
Okay.
And people ought to really stop and think about that because I ain't wrong.
Okay, but the political reality is everybody who wins elections, everyone who's been a successful politician, the good ones and the bad ones, all use negative campaigning.
Okay.
And they all use it effectively.
Then I will stand here and tell you that I would have been the worst politician in the history of politicians. I would have been the worst because that's it.
You can have an optimistic message. An optimistic message is good, but you also got to have a good negative message. You have to have that, or you cannot win at virtually any level. Once you get up to where you were at the state level, state representative.
Good for them.
Although
I wish them all the best.
In all honesty, I didn't see any negative with your former primary opponent Tanya or Van Workum. I didn't see any negative ads between
There's
those.
a
I just
little
saw ads
in the mail. There's some mailings.
in the mail. Okay,
Yep,
mailings. You're gonna
and
get
there's
that,
some
but
on
I thought
social
it was
media. And again, Greg or Tanya, I personally, I like them both.
Mm-hmm.
They're good people. I know Greg. I know his wife. I think they're good. Tanya, I've gotten to know well. I'm planning on voting for her because if you beat me, I think you should go into the championship round. I really believe that.
And that's fine.
But the reality of it is that this negativity proves that as much as their desire is to do better for our area and to be better for Muskegon and anything else, that negativity creeps in from the special interest in the party, and that's them losing their voice to the machine. I
don't know that they're losing their voice. I think they accept the political reality. Like,
whatever.
I want to do good for Muskegon, or I want to do good for this, for this constituency or that. I want to do good for them. So in order to do that, I have to win. And if I want to win, I've got to throw some shade.
There you go.
For lack of a better word.
If they're welcome to do that, and I will gracefully bow out of it.
As a voter, one of the things I think voters have started to realize, it's like they like being let in on, I don't want to say the joke, although I look at it as a joke, because I see the negative campaign ads. All of them to me are just funny because they're just putting out, it's like, you're just shaking your head going, this guy cannot be what you're making him out, or this woman cannot be what you're making them, because basically they hate puppies and small children.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of thing, and it's some of it's pretty over the top, but that's fine. It's the game. I'm okay with it.
All right,
but you're more pure. So I'm
not saying I'm pure at all.
No, I get, but I know what you're saying. I do respect your idealism to an extent. I really do.
Okay.
I think we need a little more of that. Anyway, what else is going on? Google employees around the world staged walkouts on Thursday to protest what they claim is a workplace culture that has turned a blind eye toward workplace harassment and discrimination. More than 1,000 employees streamed out of Google's corporate headquarters in Mountain View, California on Thursday. Some accused executives who were dismissed received payouts in excess of $90 million, which, made a good deal. I can't. I see some of these payouts and you go, you wonder how there aren't any, like, I don't know, morals clauses. Every contract you would think would have some type of clause in it. And I guess if you're accused, because you're accused of something and you're not convicted of anything, and you just leave, you're like, okay, you're accused of this. Okay, you're giving us bad PR. You got to resign. Here's $90 million. Enjoy the rest of your life.
I should fire myself.
Unfortunate.
I wonder if I can get a payout. Andy?
There you go, Andy. Andy.
You've done wrong.
Yeah, it's here's a nice chunk of change. Anyway, the Big Reds of Muskegon back in high school football playoff action tonight. It's 10-0 Muskegon, 8-2 Grand Rapids Christian. Big Reds, of course, got a scare from East Grand Rapids last Friday night before coming away with a 42-35 win. GR Christian topped Northview. Muskegon, they're going to win this one by 20. I see them. You had your scare early. Now it's like, okay, we know what we got to do. We got the talent. We're a machine. Let's play like a machine. And they're going to take it all the way to Detroit. That would be, to me, the biggest upset would be any team in the state other than Muskegon winning the state championship.
The way it should be.
Anyway, you had the Lumberjacks game yesterday, the matinee.
Picked up a win.
There you go.
We got a W.
How was the turnout?
It was sold out. It was the day game. It's the kids.
Awesome. Right.
I walked up to the arena, and all across the front doors it said sold out. And I thought, that feels good.
That's awesome. That's very, very cool.
Oh,
now, how about the upper echelon where I was for the?
Yeah, that's where they put all the season ticket holders.
Oh,
so they had a nice time there, and then just me, I was just hanging out with Igor Larionov before the game.
Yeah, I saw that picture. That was pretty sweet.
Not much.
One of the legends of the game is we're just gonna hang out.
Hey Igor, how's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Igor, yeah, I call
Thanks
Igor.
for making my ex-wife's life.
Yeah, there you go.
Only thing she ever smiled about. Of course, she was married to me, and I was a raging alcoholic, so who can blame her?
Other sports, what else was going on? Thursday night football is Frisco over Oakland, 34-3. Big weekend in college football. Number 14, Penn State coming to the big house against number 5, Michigan. Sparty taking on Maryland. And Sunday, Lions try and bounce back from their loss at home against Seattle. They take on a division-leading Minnesota on the road. I think Detroit's going down there. There are a lot of people seem to be thinking Penn State's going to beat Michigan. I don't see that happening. I think Michigan's going to win that one by 3 touchdowns. I hope to God I'm wrong because I hate Michigan and I root for them. I enjoy Michigan losses probably more than Michigan State wins, but I don't see Michigan losing that game. So,
okay,
there you go.
Have yourself a great weekend, Dave. We'll see you Monday.
Bye-bye.